radio how it's supposed to be heard. It's the Baka Boyz show.
What's going on? This is Drip.
Every day.
Got a special guest in the house, Baka Boyz. Like this, here we go. One time, come on. Well, it's the Baka, baby. It's the Baka Boyz. Everywhere now, everywhere. It's the Baka Boyz. And we got some special guests for you. N9NE KRIZZ KALIKO. KRIZZ KALIKO.
What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Buenos dias.
Oh man, that was impressive.
You gonna take us on tour with you?
Man, that was impressive.
You signing us to strange music?
That would get the crowd going every night,
right? You know what? We have so many people that be like, "Yo, I wake up with that." It's like brainwashed. Like
yeah,
they're
man.
stuck with them.
Yeah, it's in his phone.
Yeah.
That's
OG
Mug's
Mug's
ringtone.
That's his ringtone.
Yeah.
So I hear it every day. You know.
That's what's up, man.
So you guys already know the song then?
Yeah, but not that song. Y'all just did.
Yeah, but they know the original.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. Thank you for waking up early. Thank you for coming up. You got a big show here in LA tonight.
Tonight.
At the Novo, man.
The Novo.
Yes.
I have not been privileged to go to a Tech9 concert, but what would I expect if I was to go?
Insane energy, man. I know a lot of people say that, you know what I mean? But it's like the energy is hip hop for sure. But they're mosh pits, so it's a metal feel as well. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And it's R&B, it's everything, man. It's like a cluster off of sounds and feelings. You know what I mean?
I was texted last night by my niece Ashton. She's a huge Tech9 fan.
Yes.
I believe she would be considered a technician.
Yes, that's what it is.
She wanted to know how was it last night, or I think you did it last night. Was it night in Bakersfield?
Bakersfield was the day before.
Okay, how was it to perform without a mosh pit? There was one night you did perform.
They still did.
Let me tell you what happened.
Okay, tell us.
The way that venue is set up, they have the pit.
Okay.
Like blocked off. But I couldn't work with that.
Right.
So I said, why isn't the pit having a mosh pit right now?
Right.
So everybody rushed over their seats and the security was like, oh,
what do we do?
And then it turned into a Tech9 show.
Right. Then it gave you that energy you needed to perform on stage.
Yes, it was weird because they were all the way back there. And it was just this little rope that kept them away from the pit. Like with an orchestra usually is. Yeah. You know, no. It was beautiful once they crowded down. You know what I mean? It's the energy that did it.
Definitely.
And nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
And the security didn't have to kick anybody out. It was all love.
Good.
You've been doing these shows for a long time, man. I'm going to talk to you about doing them back home in KC. We've been blessed to be on the radio at 103 Jams for many, many years.
KPRS.
Yes, KPRS, exactly, man. When was the first time that you heard your music on the radio in your hometown?
It was, I think, 96. We put out a little single called Cloudy-Eyed Stroll, and on the B-side it had a song called Mitch Bade, and that really went hard in the town, and it caught. And then it got to the radio, and then it went bonkers.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody in Kansas City loved it, you know what I'm saying? It's a really old Tech9 song, man. I said 96, of course.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I ever heard my voice on the radio, and I knew at that moment that I always wanted to hear my voice.
Yeah. I want to go way back to 1993. I want to go back to The Good Life real quick.
Oh my God.
Because you were here in Los Angeles doing work. You were signed to Quincy Jones at the time, I believe it was.
Not 93.
So that was Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
That was Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, yes.
Okay, but he was running around, Eric, he was running around Los Angeles going to The Good Life, going to all the underground spots.
Yes.
He messed around with the Far Side, Freestyle Fellowship.
Yes.
So during this time, me and Eric were producing records. We were producers early 90s.
I remember.
And we did a song with Pistol Grip, Volume 10, Pistol Grip Punk.
Yes, I remember.
So there was a chance that we could have actually been in the studio working with you at some point in time.
I know.
But we went to radio and kind of left the production back. But now, we're on the radio still, and I'm still doing production. So
totally. Oh, you trying to send me some beats?
I'm trying to say, no.
Oh.
No sound.
All that to say, here's a beat.
No sound. I ain't trying to say.
I just had an album come out like last week.
No. I know, but I do want to put sense of beats to you regardless. But I'm just saying, it's like we're running in the same circles during all this time and we barely met today.
Yes.
I was
That's
about
so
to
crazy.
Say, I was about to say I seen a documentary they put together, a chronicle documentary they put, and I seen you work with mutual friends of ours, Jonathan from Korn.
Yes.
Grew up in Bakersfield with him.
Yes.
Fred Reck.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, damn, this is crazy. It's a small circle here.
I know, man.
In this industry.
All the very talented people, they run in a circle. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the Illuminati.
Yeah, are you sure? I got an Illuminati shirt on. You sure, bro?
That's still Def Jam. It's an Illuminati shirt.
Right here.
But you don't. He don't really mean that though.
I know. I'm just playing.
That just means money to you.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing.
I got scared. You pulled your shirt up. I'm like, oh, he really does. I thought he was playing. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, the all-seeing eye. Yes.
Yeah, the all-seeing eye. Once again, we have Tech9 and Kriz Kaliko in the studio. It's the Baka Boyz show.
Yes, sir.
How do you continue to keep going after all these years? Obviously, you've been hugely, successful, independent artist, hip hop artist, just independent across the board.
Yes.
Everybody that as an artist would love to be in your shoes.
Yes.
How do you keep it going?
I'm not comfortable. I'm not satisfied. I'm not complacent. I'm not, I'm not stagnant. You know what I mean? It's still places that I need to touch on this earth that I haven't tread yet. You know what I mean? I haven't been to Africa to do a show. I haven't been to Japan to do a show. I haven't been to Brazil to do a show, which that might be coming up soon in September. You know what I'm saying? Finally. You know what I mean? South America.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's so many people that I have to touch because I have so much to say. And if you listen to my new album, Nina, it's so fresh and still hungry, still like I've never ate. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I have so much more to touch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot to say this late.
Been doing your music for a very long time. It's been a struggle for the early parts of your career.
Yes.
And once you started making noise, getting other artists noticing you and wanting to do collaborations with you, how did that make you feel once you went through basically, the really, really hard part of just continuing to go? Because some people give up.
Yeah.
Being the crazy kid in hip hop, you know what I mean? It kind of makes you feel like you're on the outside. And I was cool with that because I created my own world, Strangeland, outside, but still inside. You know what I'm sizzling? So when it started reaching people like Lil Wayne and he put me on the Carter 4, when it started reaching T.I. and we did the song together, when it started reaching Yo Gotti, when it started reaching Jonathan Davis or Corey Taylor or Marsha Ambrosius or Gary Clark Jr., or KRS-One for that matter. You know what I mean? It's like, it feels good to be accepted by your peers that you've been admiring for years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because all those people I just named, I've been admiring for years musically and spiritually.
Definitely.
It's a wonderful feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And of course, we have Kriz Kaliko in the studio. You guys have been not only, working together forever, but you guys are friends.
Yeah, that's my brother.
You guys are family.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. We've lived together in a couple of different cities, and we lived together in that tube that we call a tour bus going down. Excuse my voice. It's like it's the tour beats it up.
No worries.
But we've been living together.
That's his radio voice.
No.
He's getting Barry White on, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's early.
You got it.
When it's early in the morning, it sounds. Muggs always tease me like, "Man, quit trying to sound sexy on the phone, man." I'm talking to him.
Right.
Yeah, but man, we've been doing it together for a long time, man. That's my brother. Yeah.
So you guys have lived together. So tell us about living with Tech9. How is that like?
In California, in LA.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, mostly on the tour bus. Usually is where we live together. Tech is really loud.
In which way? Did he just wake it up? He just talks loud?
He'd been a lot better in the last year, but usually. My wife always says, like, isn't it amazing? Isn't that good that he can wake up and laugh? Because every phone call in the morning is Tech going, you crazy. You crazy. I don't know how that happens on every phone call.
It sounds like you wake up with gratitude.
He does. And I wake up and call my wife, and she's like, just be glad he's happy every day, baby.
That's a blessing.
Living with Tech. True.
He said, I'm his alarm in the morning.
You wake him up?
Yeah. Every conversation on the phone is fun. So I'm like, okay, well, that's tight. Yeah. So loud. It's how it is to live with Tech9. But
definely.
That was real loud what I just did, right?
Yeah.
I had to turn away from the mic.
I guess if I was asleep, maybe. Yeah.
If you was asleep,
that'd be loud.
That would have woke you up. So yeah, man. But it's great, man. He's generally always happy, man. So.
Yeah.
How did you take the Doors and make them a bigger part of your life and your career? I know you guys are obviously very inspired by them, but how did you take that music from the 60s and apply to your energy and what you do on a daily basis?
Well, I always thought the rebel of Jim Morrison was intriguing. I always thought that their fusion of sounds was dark carnival, and I love clowns.
Yes.
And I love the circus.
Yes.
So it fit with me perfectly because I was the killer clown lyrically. You know what I mean? So the rebel of Jim Morrison and the feeling of
music,
the circus and, the dark circus, you know what I mean? It was perfect for me, for Tech Nine, for Strange.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the story real quick.
I love it. I love it. You opened up for EPMD. What song was their big record when you opened up for them?
Their big record back then, I think it was what you're saying.
So what you're saying?
Yeah. So what you're saying? I think.
Yeah.
I think that was it. I think that was
second
it.
single was like the second single off.
Yeah,
of them.
man.
So who was playing EPMD in Kansas City?
Everybody.
Really?
It's hip hop. It's hip hop. It's
Hot
a
103,
smaller
like
place.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't.
I mean, you got the Chill was on the radio like crazy, and they had radio hits.
Dope.
Everywhere.
Okay.
And Kansas City was one of the places.
Well, I'm saying because we're from Bakersfield, small ass town, and we didn't get a lot of hip hop out there. You know? We were just like, we got the hip hop because we were DJs, but they weren't playing it on the radio stations.
Yes.
Wasn't nobody showing that stuff.
Oh yeah, EPMD was getting play on KPRS.
That's nice.
Yes. Man.
What was your guys' first album that you bought or stole?
Why's it gotta be stale, man?
Because people are young, they don't got money.
Well, my mom bought my first record for me.
Which was what?
It was Scorpio by Grandmaster Flash and Spirit 5. Yes, because I'm a Scorpio, November 8th.
Hey.
And I was in 4th grade, and I wanted to dance in the talent show
and
to
you
Scorpio.
Needed that record.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Scorpio. And then my next one was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Ooh, damn.
Pro record. It's Profile.
Yeah.
You know, she bought me that second.
Who's the guy from Dr. Jekyll? He turned into Andre Harrell.
Andre Harrell.
Yes.
Y'all got your hip hop, real popping off hip hop, because we thought that stuff in the Middle America was not going to be touched or they weren't going to be shown.
Nah, I've been there since Rap Dirty. I'm Dracula, so I'm not as old as you think I am.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm immortal. That's why I've been there,
That's
and
right.
I will be here after all these others too.
That's the way it should be.
You know what I'm saying? So
The music speaks
I'm
loud.
forever 24.
And the Midwest gets it from everywhere.
Okay.
The Midwest gets it from the East, from the West. I was more of a West Coast fan, but the Midwest gets it from everywhere. So that's why you hear all those influences in everybody from the Midwest music. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So.
Who else from the Midwest was popping off during your time? Like, who were the underground cats that were doing it independently that are notable?
You might have heard of Vel Bacardi back then.
Vel Bacardi. Whoa, I ain't heard that name in so long.
Yeah. That was probably like the only one. I'm talking about that people knew outside of the city.
Yeah. How tough was the decision for you to leave the city to come to LA and try to push your things forward?
It wasn't tough at all, man, because I know I wanted to spread my music everywhere.
Did you miss the city though when you left?
I always miss it. There's no place like home, like Dorothy says.
Yeah.
There's no place like home. You know what I'm saying?
What are your go-tos over there when you go back? Right in when you land, you have a itinerary of things you want to hit. Or
Barbecue.
Of course.
Barbecue. Gates,
of course.
Gates.
Yeah.
That's the staple.
Jack the Stack. I haven't been to Jack Stack.
Gates,
Number
Jack
one.
Stack.
Yeah.
What do you think the third one would be? I mean, to other people, they would say
Probably Oklahoma Joe's is probably what they would say.
I mean, I would say
Arthur
that.
Bryant's.
But people would say Arthur Bryant.
People
We
say
don't do
Arthur.
Arthur Bryant's. Their sauce is not good.
It's all about the sauce.
But people may argue that point.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Gates and Jack Stack are hard to beat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma Joe's is up in there too. Might be third.
Which one of those sauces do you guys have at the house though?
Gates.
All of them. All of them.
Everybody got a bottle. Everybody
got
in Kansas
Jack Stack
City,
too,
no
right?
matter what color they are, has a bottle of Gates sauce in their refrigerator.
Yeah,
Everybody.
I've never saw people come to Kansas City and take Jack Stack sauce with them. I see them take Gates.
They do.
Yes.
But Jack Stack sauce is good as well.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Jack Stack's the gourmet place. Gates is the staple.
That's right.
That's
We got a chance to go to Gates a couple of times.
Yeah.
Because we went once, they took us once. We're like, got to go back to Gates.
Yeah, you
Soon
gotta
as we
go to
come.
Gates.
I had the sauce shipped to me one time.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I had it
That's
shipped.
what I'm saying. Everybody got a bottle of that.
Yeah, for sure. It's the Baka Boyz Show. We have Tech Nine in the studio, of course. Man, so 20-year anniversy. Talk about it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Does it seem like it went fast?
No, not at all.
No, we've been working.
It feels like we've been putting in work because the fans come out like we've been putting in work. You know what I mean? Just like at the Novo tonight, you know what I mean? The fans are going to come out, man, because we've been putting in work for so long and giving them quality music and giving them quality merchandise, giving them quality everything. You know what I'm saying? We keep everything quality and make sure that everybody is respected. You know what I mean? And they feel that family-oriented feeling when we're in the house. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Or even through the music, they feel it's like a family. The technicians are all tied together as one mind, body, and soul all over the world. They ask me, like, what's the difference between California fans and European fans and Canadian fans, this, that, and the other, over in Australia, New Zealand? I said, the language is different because the shirts are the same, the hats are the same. Even if they don't speak the language, they know all the music. Yeah. You know what I mean? In Poland, they know all the music, but we can't hear what they saying to us. You know what I'm saying? They know all the music, though. It's so crazy. We're tied together. How Parliament Funkadelic say all around the world, same song. It's a beautiful thing.
How do you test the crowd? I want to ask Chris, because I seen a little thing about how you test the crowd behind the stage.
Yeah, we say K-C-Mo, and if they say roll, we like, we got them. And
That's it.
We usually do that at like
festivals.
At festivals, like we usually do that at a festival. And we're like, okay, so we can test how many fans we got. And we played festivals where when we first went to Calgary is what it makes me think of, and we did that backstage, and the whole crowd said roll. We like, oh yeah,
we got them.
We got them. Yeah, we got them. Let's get them. It's about how it makes them feel, though, man. You know?
Definitely.
It makes them feel. People have been telling me at the meet and greets, we do a meet and greet every day, and they've been telling me every day, like, man, I feel like I know you. Yeah. And they feel like they know us, man. So being able to identify with us and connect with us with like that with the music, I think makes them keep coming, and then they bring their kids, and then they bring their kids. That's why we've been able to do this for 20 years. Like
Definitely. I think you guys obviously make an emotional connection with them. And,
we do.
You know, I've seen some of the videos of you meeting artists or meeting people at the meet and greets, and you guys are very personable. You're yourself.
Yes.
And you're respectful.
Yes.
And man, and they love that. And that goes so far as opposed to some of these artists that are out there that are basically, excuse my language, assholes.
Yes.
We appreciate it, though, man. We appreciate it. I feel like we're like blue collar workers, man. With the way that we came in, we didn't send a demo in anywhere. You know what I mean? I mean, we kind of came in right before all of the social media craze happened. Right. You know what I mean? So we really worked to get these fans, and they appreciate that. They notice that,
100%.
Yes.
And you got a new beer.
Oh, man.
What's up with this beer?
Oh, man. It's called Lou beer, man. You know what I'm saying? I created this thing back in 95. It was called Caribou Lou. It was a cocktail. It was 151 Malibu rum and pineapple juice.
Damn.
Okay? Oh, yeah. So
you put some Gates barbecue in there, too? Put that thing on fire.
Yeah. So that blew up so humongous in 2006 when I did it. I mean, that's when we did the song. I created the drink in 95, and we tested it from 90. It's 95? Yeah, 95 all the way to 2006.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? We tested it. So that was a lot of testing.
Yeah.
That was a lot of parties.
Define testing, just drinking it, right? Basically,
No. I'm talking about parties with chicks. Okay.
Making pictures of it and giving it to them. Yeah, so it's drinking it.
You guys made it yourself.
We had
it's kind of like a jungle juice.
Testing it means having parties
with it.
Kicking it.
And then how often did you have to change it? Or how much did you change
parties, too.
All right. Hey,
you know what I'm saying? That's what happens with Caribou Lou. Okay. That's what used to happen. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what happened when we tested.
That was a testing ground.
Yes. We were like, wow. In 2 drinks?
It's working.
The clothes come off in 2 drinks? What? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Topless party.
Yeah.
Right. You said, I remember one time, this was years ago, we put pictures in the party, and we left, we came back, whole party was topless. Whole party topless. Whole party.
So that's the testing.
Wait, where do I get this at?
I need this. I'm getting to it. Listen.
I don't drink, but I need this.
95. We put the song out in 2006. It went gold.
Okay.
Then it went platinum.
Nice.
And then it reached these people that work at this reputable brewery called Boulevard Brewing Company in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
We had fans in there. They say, hey, do you know that those 2 ingredients, pineapple and coconut, go well in a unfiltered wheat beer? And I was like, really?
Really?
And they say, come down and taste it. They had a keg already. And it was beautiful.
Wow.
And we're not like really big beer drinkers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I say we, I mean me and my partner Travis. And we both together had like 5 little cups together. Like, whoa. Whoa!
Y'all didn't take off your tops, right?
No.
Make sure.
No.
Cups were too little.
Bulu beer is different from Caribou Lou.
I want to make sure.
Caribou Lou is coming shortly after Bulu beer.
Got you.
Bulu beer is unfiltered wheat beer with pineapple and coconut added. It has no 151 in it. Okay.
So it's the 151 that does
So
it.
the beer is nationwide now.
Okay.
And I'm proud.
Congrats.
Because we tested it a year ago. You know what I mean? We put it in like 5 different markets. And it sold really well. And then we put it on our tour, our last fall tour. And it sold really well throughout the venues. And now it's nationwide. And now you can go anywhere here, possibly almost anywhere here, and find it and taste it. And you don't have to be a beer drinker to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just like you don't have to be a Tech-9 fan to come to a show and enjoy the show. You don't have to know the music.
Right.
You don't have to know the music to enjoy the show.
You'll feel the energy in the crowd.
Oh, yeah. Straight up. So you don't have to be a beer drinker to drink this.
Good stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. It's Baka Boyz Show 801 right now. We have Tech-9 and Chris in the studio. Of course, Chris.
Yes, sir.
What's your last name again, brother? Calico.
Calico.
Yes, sir.
Let's. You want to get into that single, Nick B?
Do you have it over there?
No, that's why I was.
What y'all got though?
1 second. Well, we got like I ain't. You want to play that one?
Oh.
All right, give me 1 second.
I got the new.
Yes, we want to play the new. We can go back as well as far as you want.
Whatever you
what I mean?
want to do.
Stay right
I'm
there.
with y'all, man.
All right, cool. Stay right there. I want to talk to Chris a little bit too. How you guys got together? Hold on. Tonight at the Novo, downtown Los Angeles, he gonna be getting busy. The Tech-9 show has come to town. Have you been coming to Los Angeles for a little while, man? Doing your shows out here? Do you get a lot of love?
Man, I've been coming here for decades.
That's
man.
what I'm talking about.
Yes,
See,
man.
I can't believe this is the first time we've met. We ran into each other, man. We've been running, I guess, running in our own directions, you know what I mean?
Man, just think about it. I was at the Good Life Cafe.
Good Life Cafe, man.
Come
Not
on,
a lot of
man.
folks know about that.
I know. I was there. I met a mod there, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
Everybody used to run through there. I mean, that was the home for everybody. If you were MC, you had to be there, and you had to show up, and you had to rock the mic, and you had to kill it. And if you didn't kill it, they will let you know.
Exactly.
They will let you know.
Exactly.
We had one story I'm not going to get into who was East Coast rapper, you know, and when they come out to California, they have to get their stripes somehow, some way. So they took him to the Good Life, and he went up there and did his thing, and they booed him off.
Wow.
And that was, it was tough for him. Of course, it's tough for anybody to get booed off, but especially when you come from out of town.
Yes.
And you're like, damn, I really suck. Do I suck that bad? It's like, well, maybe the standards of where you're from are not as high as they are here.
Exactly.
Wait, I got a question. Is that rapper still around?
Yes, he's still around.
Okay.
And he had a Grammy just recently, too, after 20 years.
What's his name?
I'm not going to say
it's
it.
like trivia.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
I know you know.
I know who it is.
We'll tell you off the air.
I'll tell you off the air. Okay.
We still got to interview the brother.
We don't. He's a homie. He's a homie. We still good.
Yeah, but he came to our show after that happened. So, but we still showed him love. We didn't, we always got to show love, no matter where you're from. So, Like I Ain't, first single.
Yes.
The video's crazy bananas as
it
usual.
is. Yes.
You guys are dope with your visuals always.
Thank you.
So, tell me about Like I Ain't. What is it about?
Like I Ain't is a way that I can flex what I've done all these years up to now. To let the newcomers that are coming in every day in Strange Land know my stripes, and to just show off, and pop my collar.
This is what I've done.
Like I'm still rapping like I ain't rich.
Gotcha.
Like I ain't sold.
Right.
Not a Nair record platinum and there go. You know what I'm saying? I'm still rapping like I've never ate. That's what this song is about. I'm like I ain't did all these songs. Like I ain't did a song with Tupac. Like I ain't did a song, you know what I mean? I'm rapping like I ain't did a song and I'm trying to do a song with T.I. or Lil Wayne or E40, you know what I mean? Everything that I've done, you know what I mean? It's well, not everything I've done, because I couldn't fit everything I've done in the song, because I've done so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Part
And I've
two.
worked with so many people.
Yeah.
But this is Like I Ain't, man.
Okay.
Like I Ain't did all this stuff already, but I done it.
I love it. Let's get into it right now. It's Tech-9 in the studio. If you ain't got your tickets tonight, get them.
1, 2,
You don't
3,
wanna
pop.
miss it. Act like you don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Strange Music 20-year anniversary.
Yes.
Sitting with the God himself, Tech-9 and Chris Calico in the studio with us. Thanks for coming with them, Chris, man.
Yes, sir, man. Always.
I want to ask you about your guys' connection. You say you're family, but you didn't know that you guys were family when you guys first started off in the music and you guys started doing music together. So I'm going to ask you about being inspired by this man. Did you know? Talk to me. How did you guys get together, please?
We got together through a guy named Icy Rock, man, who was, had been producing and been Tech's DJ for a while, and I was kind of his protege. And so I actually paid Tech to get on the song with me, and he was, impressed by what I had done on the song. Plus, I used to go do open mic night at this place called Mardi Gras. I think it was. What it called? Mardi Gras?
Yes.
Mardi Gras. So I would do open mic night down there.
On 18th and Vine.
18th and Vine downtown in Kansas City. And one night Tech was in there, and he had seen me do my thing before, and he said, hey, man, you should get on that stage and say F Tech 9.
Okay.
And I was like, I already knew he was really popular and beloved in that town. I'm like, man, this is either going to go over really good or really bad. And I got up there and did it.
Okay, Tech.
And then I did my thing. He was in the crowd, and I was like, it went over well, man. And we just started working together on one song, turned into an album, and turned into 20 years.
Tech, why did you ask him to do that now?
I just knew it'd get a rise out of the crowd.
Yeah, you know how to
what I'm
do
saying?
that.
It'll make people pay attention to him, because if somebody say that, they got to be good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you already knew he was good, so
Yes,
it was like
I knew. Yes.
And then did you know at that time, or how long did it take you to figure out that you wanted to have him on the label mate stuff?
It wasn't long after that, you know what I mean? Because I was working on an album, and I'm like, yo, man, this girl sang on my song, man, and I don't think it's right. I think it's weird, and you kill everything. Listen to this. Do you think you can do something with this? And it turned into a whole album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We working on a whole album.
Yeah, he called me. He's like, man, I want you to do this whole album with me. And I was like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And we did it.
Right.
And it ended up being really dope. And I used to just help him with his singers. Like I would help him, the girls get it right.
Right.
And eventually it turned into just me doing
The
it.
vocal arrangement?
Yeah, like vocal arrangement and producing in the studio.
What about pitching and stuff like that? Like you're a little too pitchy, you're off key and all that
Still
stuff?
Yeah,
to this
but
day.
that was before. Yeah, that was before Auto-Tune.
Damn.
I was Auto-Tune.
They're the Casey
I was
Auto-Tune.
Yeah, I was Casey Auto-Tune. Yeah, man, and then that just turned, and then I always rap too, man, so, it just turned into me doing my thing, man, and plus I was weird looking. At that time I was like 400 pounds, I had an afro like this, and he was always strange, you know what I mean? Hence the name Strange Music, but he was always strange, man, and he was like, man, this is the perfect vehicle for you, man, and we did music for years, and then I eventually signed to the label, and then we've been rocking since then.
I love it, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a family. I'm going to ask Tech, who's Aunt Zeta?
Aunt Izeta, man. She is my auntie, my mom's sister, and she's the one that took me in when I was 17 when I ran away from home, because I didn't recognize that my mom, who married a Muslim when I was 12, we grew up Christian, you know what I'm saying? From birth to 12, we had a Christian family that had churches, that owned churches, and my mom married a Muslim. So from 12 to 17, I thought he was picking on me, but he was just being a strict Muslim, and taught me how to be a man. I thought he was picking on me, so I ran away from home at 17, and Aunt Zeta was the one that took me in, and I didn't have to go back. And I never went back, and I became Tech 9.
Wow.
Long story short.
I got you.
But I felt, later on in life, I felt bad, because I realized what he was trying to do was try to make me a stronger man.
Did you ever get a chance to have a conversation with him as an adult?
Oh yes. He told me he's proud of me every time I see him now. You know what I'm sizzling.
Do you remember some of those lessons he tried to teach you that really came into play later on in life?
That made you run away.
No.
Well, it was just a thing. If I messed something up, like washing dishes, like if it was one speck on a bowl.
Damn.
And it was so many dishes. All the other dishes could be clean. But if it was one speck on a bowl, he would make me do all of them again.
Oh, not just the one?
Not just the one.
Wow.
Yeah. He was just trying to show me perfection.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Take your time.
Do you think that has a lot to do with who you are today?
I know it does.
Oh, wow.
I know it does. I mean, because when he met my mom, I wasn't even ironing my own clothes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So she was doing everything for you still.
Yes. Yeah. My mom babied me. You know what I'm sizzling? They loved me. You know what I mean? But they babied me for real. You know what I mean? And he was trying to make me a man.
Right.
But I'm glad I got those teachings at that time, because it made me stronger. Yeah. It made me be able to survive by leaving at 17 and not coming back, and then ending up the #1 independent rapper in the world.
God bless.
That drive.
God bless. God bless.
Yes, God bless.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Talk to me about the first time you were on the Wake Up Show and that experience. Sway and Tech.
Sway and King
Los
Tech.
Angeles, here in Los Angeles. Where were they broadcasting from at the time when you got on? Because they had a few different studios.
They did. The first time I went there, it was on Yucca Street.
Oh, yeah, right here in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That was at the Beat. That was 92.3 The Beat.
I remember the first time I walked in, it was during the time Puffy and Mace were doing promotion for boom, 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 boom. Ain't nothing gonna recognize.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna hold me down.
Can't hold me back.
Yeah. They were promoting that.
Right.
And Sway and King Tech had me on the radio that night.
And they were on the same show with you?
No, they were coming out when I was coming in.
Okay.
Yeah. So they had the big cars. We pulled up. They had the big car.
Right.
I was like, wow, look at that. That's Buffy. Wow. I can't believe I'm here.
This is after Biggie passed already. Then this is 98, 99.
What year?
It had to be if he's at base.
What year? It had to be. It had to be like 97.
Okay.
97.
Same year, damn.
97.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After all this stuff transpired with Pac and Big and passing and MCs and it's just like we're losing our brothers and losing our heroes and all this stuff, what'd you feel inside? Did you reflect on what was happening in hip hop, and did it ever affect you, or did you ever think about like
did
stopping
what affect me?
The death and the murders of these heroes of ours in hip hop?
It affects all of us, man. Nipsey affects all of us. Pac affects all of us. Biggie affects all of us. Eazy-E affects all of us.
Losses, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big Pun affects all of us. You know what I'm saying? We're all connected in music, spiritually.
Yeah.
So when somebody's taken too soon, it hurts all of us all over the world. That's why they're held so high, man.
Yeah.
Because they could have done so much more in life. I can't wait to see what I'm gonna do at 60 years old. I can't wait to see where my brain is gonna be, because we're evolving every day.
Definitely.
Every second, things are changing in your brain. It's called entropy, deterioration, and new things grow. That's why people fall out of love sometimes, because they're changing. You know what I mean?
Growing, yeah.
Yeah, you're growing, and you might grow up out of something.
For sure.
I can't wait to see what I'm gonna be or who I'm gonna touch. You know what I mean? Spiritually. I think my calling is rapping. That's what I've been thinking all these years. But as I got to doing this rap, and people tell me that it's their therapy, and I used to want to be a psychiatrist before I rapped, you know what I mean? And then I got that with my fans. I'm anxious to see what this entropy that's happening in my brain, where it's gonna go, what it's gonna do, how it's gonna go to higher heights. Imagine what Nipsey was doing. Think how many people he could touch that Dr. Sabi couldn't touch because he did music. You know what I mean? Just think what Pac was on. He's a revolutionary,
If he was
man.
still here, what could have been?
Man.
We get to complete it though.
Biggie, all of them, man. Just imagine changing with time. Me, Tech-9, still changing with time, still putting out new records, and people still logging on this late in the game. That's crazy.
Well, there's still a lot of new fans for Tech. People are you're still being discovered.
They're getting younger and younger, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
It's
beautiful.
because I'm changing every day, every second, and this music is getting bigger and bigger because I want it to. When you realize that you're the God of your universe, you can make anything happen. If you put the right people in place, you can make anything happen. And that ain't just me. That's all the kids that are listening, all the grown-ups that are listening. If you say you can't do something, you're holding yourself back. Will Smith said, all your wildest dreams are on the other side of fear.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's big. That's
People
huge.
hold themselves back.
Because they're afraid.
Yeah, fear. But as you change and the entropy happens and you're evolving, these guys that died and got taken too soon, it hurts us all because you know they had so much more to give, man. Kills me.
Yeah.
And I'm still alive.
We're glad you're here, Eric.
Definitely. 20 after that hour, we have Tech-9 in the studio. So you're on tour right now. You've done 15 dates of 57.
Yes.
What other cities are you going to coming up?
Oh, wow.
Chris?
You mean like in the next couple of days? Because you said 15 or 57. I'm like, you want 47 days?
39 days.
Why'd you just remind me how many more shows I have to do?
Yeah,
man, we just did 28 shows in Europe. Our last show, our 28th show in Europe was Bucharest.
Yep.
We flew from Bucharest right to Canada to do 20 straight shows.
20 more.
Wow. And then we came to Kansas City. We shot a movie for Like I Ain't, and 5 more of them that connect to Like I Ain't.
Okay.
It's called Cathartic. You know what I mean? That was, I just plugged that.
Yeah.
And that was 2 weeks. We had to be prepared for this tour.
So this is
that means we're still working kinks out.
Yeah.
This is the second week, and you just tell me how many more shows I got?
Somebody in the room reminded me.
You don't want to know how many altogether it is.
All right, we'll lighten it up. We'll lighten it up.
But the next couple is like San Diego, Vegas. Tonight's
here.
Tonight here in LA, San Diego next, then Vegas, and then we keep moving Arizona and on and on and on.
All right, you have some celebrity fans out there.
Yes.
There's some celebrity fans. And there's somebody.
There's a really big one.
There's a really big one.
Really
Some
big
guy
one.
named The Rock.
Yes.
That is a huge Tech 9 fan.
He's a technician.
Dwayne Johnson.
Rock.
Is there a Tech 9 co-starring in a movie with The Rock down the line?
Ooh.
I went to go visit him. I think the last time I was here in LA, me and my partner Travis went to go visit him on the set of Ballers.
Okay.
Because I'm a big fan of
Yeah,
Ballers.
yeah, the
so
TV
I
show.
was beside myself. It was gonna be my first time meeting him.
Okay.
You know, we've been talking back and forth, you know what I'm saying, through social media, like trying to hook up, and we finally made it happen.
Nice.
And he said, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do something.
We're going to do something.
Yeah.
Let's do it, DJ.
I know you're a huge horror movie, scary movie fan.
Yes, I am.
So what are your top 5 scary movies of all time?
Halloween 2, John Carpenter. I have no problem with any of the ones that Rob Zombie did. I'm a fan of those as well.
Okay.
I have 2 of them in my phone. Let's see. I have The Exorcist.
Oh, that movie is, bro, that scares the hell out of me
my
still.
lock. That's my lock. That's
Yo,
my
I
lock.
will not watch that by myself. As
my
a
lock
grown-ass
screen.
man.
That's my lock screen.
Bro.
All right? And people say, why do you have that as your lock? I was like, why not?
Yeah.
I have a life-size Reagan in my house.
And sits up like this and turns his head.
Did she drink the Baraboo juice?
My kids, look, he had this room, and my kids go over there, and they won't go in there. They're like, Daddy, I'm scared of Tech's room.
I have
they
a
go in
clown
there.
shrine. I have
Yeah.
a clown shrine.
Yeah.
And it's a whole thing
There's
dedicated
people
to
that are fearful of clowns. They have
know.
real serious fears
He
of
loves
clowns.
them. He loves them.
Yeah.
I was one of those people. That's why I became the killer clown. I faced my fear.
You
Okay,
faced your fear.
so you said, okay, top 5. Okay, I told you Halloween 2.
Yep.
That's my other screen.
Okay.
You know what I'm
see
saying? Halloween 2.
Yeah.
That's from Halloween 2.
Okay.
Everything from Halloween 2. The synthesizer that John Carpenter used, everything about that movie, the hospital, everything, Dr. Loomis, everything was just on par.
Yeah.
Everything felt like October.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After The Exorcist and Halloween 2, I would say Carrie. Not The Rage, but the original one that came out in 76.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? After Carrie, it would be Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. That's the best one they have when Tommy goes to the crazy house in the woods.
Okay.
That's the crazy one. I mean, that's the best one. So it's one more I need, right? After that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 5. After Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, what would I give number 5 to? That's crazy.
I'll tell you this: if you go to a scary movie with Tech, because I'm not a huge scary movie fan, but I do go, and like I get scared on the inside.
Right.
Like something happens, like, and I'm just like, oh. But Tech, he scares you because he's sitting next to you and he go, oh, oh.
I know the 5th one.
Yeah.
I just thought about it. Thank you for doing that because it gave me time to think.
Yeah.
The 5th one is Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead too. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of classic movies.
Yeah.
A lot of classic movies.
Yeah.
Carrie, Hollywood,
yes.
Halloween,
Oh,
Friday
yes.
the 13th.
Yeah, that's where everybody now got all their ideas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The original.
I mean, I would see scary movies, but I like the older ones better. They're scarier than the new ones to me.
I mean, when I say Halloween 2 or Evil Dead 2, I'm saying these are the best ones to me.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 1 was scary.
Right.
Evil Dead 2 was scary and zany.
Mm-hmm.
Evil Dead 3, Army of Darkness, was super zany.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But part 2 had the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? I think Halloween 1 is a classic, but Halloween 2, I think that John Carpenter outdid himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Something scary about those hairstyles and old cars and shorts, Daisy Duke shorts and high socks and thin knives.
Honorable mentions, Amityville Horror, The Conjuring, Annabelle.
Annabelle, those are newer.
Yes.
So if you think about Amityville, that joke, we used to be going,
What happened?
it's a woman in Amityville, and like all the stuff shoots out of her mouth, and she goes, "Blah!" I used to do it to him all the time.
Well, it's actually the nun, the older nun, was leaving the house, and what she saw in the house made her so sick that she was leaving in her car, and she pulled over, and she threw up, and her eyes were so big, she was like, that was the best throw up acting I've ever seen. They told the nun, okay, pull over after you pull out from the house a bit, and then open your door and act like you're throwing up.
And say blah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know how many times she did it, but that time that they got, it was perfect.
Have you ever thrown up like that on caribou juice?
No.
No one's ever thrown up like that. No one's ever thrown up like that on the caribou juice.
All right, out of all those movies you just mentioned, if you had a chance to go back in time and you could be cast in any one of those movies, which one would it be?
I would be in the hospital. I would be in the hospital at Haddonfield Hospital in Halloween 2.
Halloween 2. All right, cool.
You kind of put a little hospital scene in your new video.
I did.
Yeah, he's had it.
I did.
He's had that.
I did. I was inspired by the greats.
There it is there.
Hip hop as well.
I got a couple of joints here. What is Oochie Coochie?
I can't say that on the radio.
What is Oochie Coochie?
Yeah. There's something that happened way back when you were younger. It was
I know,
Oochie
but
Coochie.
you can't talk about this on the radio.
I mean, be as clean as you possibly can.
You can't say that because
What are you talking about, Nick?
Oochie Coochie is that bad?
y'all know what the Oochie Coochie is, man.
It's a woman's anatomy? Yes?
No.
What is it?
It's something you do.
It's a sexual
It's an act. It's a verb. It's in motion.
You could say sex on it.
The
That's not a
Oochie
bad word.
Coochie is a verb.
Yeah, but you said you used to do the Oochie Coochie. You just had to rub on somebody, and that's all it was when you were younger.
No, that's not the Oochie Coochie.
Oh, okay.
No, the Oochie Coochie is doing it.
But you can't talk about it because
It's dirty.
You can say doing it.
No, because it's something that happens when you're young, and you can't talk about that when you're young. So why would I want to say that?
Yeah.
That's the wrong question to ask me.
We asked you before you came in here.
I was with y'all. I was like, what's going on?
No, I'm saying, but you can ask me anything, but that don't mean I'm gonna answer everything.
He said, what's
You
off
know what I'm
limits? You
saying?
said nothing. I was with y'all. I'm like,
You know what I mean? I'm just telling you,
feeling like?
Oochie Coochie is in motion.
Okay. All right. Well, one more time. One more question, real quick. Sneaking into the drive-in when you were very, very young.
Yes.
And they took you in late after hours to watch some drive-in movies. What were those movies about?
Oochie Coochie.
There you go. The XXX Oochie Coochie.
Wait, were you one of those kids watch those channels that you couldn't really see, but you seen the grains
In
breaking
between,
up?
the in-between cable channel?
Yeah, the cable channels
Yeah.
like
Yes.
back in the
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We watched Benny Hill like, whoa.
Oh, Benny Hill! It's the classics.
Benny Hill was the Oochie Coochie back then.
Real.
That was as dirty. That was really dirty.
Yeah,
for a kid.
definitely was.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, what's next for Tech 9? What's next?
What's next for Text 9?
Yeah.
What's next for Text 9?
Tech 9.
What would be my 9?
What's the next?
I can't talk about that on the radio either.
Okay.
I can't talk about what's next for Text 9. But
Maybe the Oochie Coochie.
More Oochie Coochie.
More Oochie Coochie.
when you get older, it's not the Oochie Coochie anymore.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay, can we stop talking about the Oochie Coochie?
Nick B brought it up.
What's next for Tech 9?
Yeah.
I think a lot more touring.
Besides the 57 shows you have left to do.
Yeah, I'm talking about South America's coming, I
Yeah.
think. Sound set is coming.
Wow.
Benny Hill, man.
We need to freak that. Go
Benny Hill.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got to let it ride to that.
Make a beat. Gotta freak that. Make a beat out of
That was nice. That took me back. That took me back.
Give it to us. We do the song Oochie Coochie over there.
We're not gonna do a song called Oochie Coochie. It's already a song called Oochie Coochie La La La.
Oh, I forgot about that.
They wasn't talking about
Oochie Wally Wally. It's a lot of Oochie. There's a couple Oochie songs.
Oochie.
All right. Oh, that's dope. You should freak that.
Yeah, I think South America. I think Rocklahoma is coming up. Metal Fest, Rock Fest.
Damn.
We can do that. We've done Metal Fest. We're usually the only hip hop artist there.
Wow.
You know, if it's not Yellow Wolf on the bill as well, if it's not, if it's Yellow Wolf, who's usually maybe even Jelly Roll might be at some of them. You know,
Jelly Roll's on this album. I can't believe I seen Jelly Roll now.
Yes,
man.
man. Yes, it had to happen. I mean, because these are the greats I'm talking about. You know what I mean? People that have been doing it for a long time and great at what they do. You know what I mean?
Jelly Roll's dope. That's Snoop's cousin, right? Or somebody's cousin, the dad's cousin.
Jelly Roll?
Yeah.
No, I ain't talking about the Jelly Roll out here. I'm talking
Not the producer.
I'm talking about the. I know what you're talking about.
Sorry, I got the Jelly Rolls mixed up.
I'm talking about the Jelly Roll in Nashville. White guy Jelly Roll.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
He said Snoop's cousin. I'm like, I wonder what side that's on.
I thought, wow,
They're
how
both
would that
tall.
happen?
Well, they're both tall.
He could have been.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could have been that.
Yeah.
Y'all made me forget what we was talking about.
What's next for Tech 9?
It's okay.
No, we already talked about
what?
what's
Jelly
next
Roll.
for- Text 9.
Tech 9, it's been amazing.
I was talking about all the rock shows that we do and everything that's coming up. So after Rocklahoma and Soundset, which are back to back, we finished this tour, and I think I get to have Halloween off for the first time in decades.
Wow.
I think because I requested it.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, let me have
I
this
want to
day off.
celebrate my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Halloween, please, because everybody always want Tech 9 because of the painted face on stage. You know what I'm saying? They always want Tech 9 for Halloween, and it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. I've done so many Halloween shows, and I wouldn't take it away, but this time I want to do something. I want to look like go to Hawaii or something and celebrate Halloween. I want to go. We just came back from Orlando, but they saying the Halloween Horror Nights are the best down there. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Good. The one in Orlando's good.
I know. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? Because I think my last show is October 19th at Red Rocks in Denver. Huge. Beautiful venue.
Yeah. I've heard great things about
So
that
I'm trying to plan after the 19th and make sure I can get everything else in case something pops up in August, in case we do South America in September. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Let me ask you about every show, because you go into different countries and you have different venues. Are you able to take the same show everywhere you go with all of the lighting and all the rigs, or
No.
you have to switch up every time you go?
No, not yet. Like when we go over to Europe, it's trimmed down a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we go certain places, but coming up, we're gonna be able to take everything because I have a whole show in my head that big places like Coachella need to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you done Coachella yet?
No.
Oh, come
It's
on.
coming.
Wow.
It's coming.
Gotta happen.
I think they're coming to the show tonight.
They should.
I think they're coming to the show tonight.
I want to come
Check
to
it
the show
out
tonight. Can I come to the show with y'all?
Yes.
I was going to put y'all on the spot. Are you guys coming to the show tonight?
I'm coming. How can I say no to that?
You gotta definitely
You gotta come, man. You guys got experience. It's an experience, dude. You gotta check it out.
I want
man. We kill
that experience
everybody.
for myself so I can talk about it on the radio.
Our sound guy works a lot of shows for other people too, and he was talking about the other day. Remember, he was saying that no matter who goes on before us, the energy when we get on is like
Elevated.
It's way elevated, man. You know what I mean?
We're
So
gonna bring
you gotta
the
come check it
energy.
out. I'm not just blowing smoke. You
We trying
gotta
to
see
be
it.
there. Eric V, help me out here.
Definitely. We have you hear this music, obviously.
Yes.
The mood has changed.
Does
in
that
the
mean
room.
we're leaving?
I'm like,
kind
this
of in
is-
a
Okay.
but not in a bad way.
That means like it's so hard to say goodbye or something.
Something like that. No, we're gonna do this thing. Nick V loves to write these affirmations and would love for you to be a part of it.
Okay.
And the name of it is Mouth Love.
Mouth love.
Mouth love.
Oh man, I can really speak on that.
This is love from the mouth, and
Wow.
Nick V writes these special affirmations. Look at Chris is like,
Wow.
wow. This ain't Oochie Coochie. It's mouth love.
I mean, it sounds kind of similar.
Right. It can be misconstrued. I can
Yeah.
see that.
Okay.
All right. So Nick V's gonna.
I am your host.
He's our host. He's our teacher.
I'm your
Now we
teacher.
walked into the Mouth Love yoga room.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in the room, I want you to take a deep breath in, please. Hold it. Push it out. Normalize. One more time. Let's do it again. Bring it in. Push it out. No matter what happens throughout your day, when you leave this studio, gentlemen and ladies, you will have this to cloak you and keep you safe no matter what happens. So I want you to repeat after me. I create my future.
I create my future.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I love to grow.
I love to grow.
I am truly thankful.
I am truly thankful.
I make the hood go crazy.
I make the hood go crazy, baby.
Hey, turn up. Man, turn up.
Mouth love at its finest.
There it is right there.
All right.
Man, I would have loved to get you to do something, but I know it's early as hell in the morning.
Like what? Get him to do what?
I mean, you know,
You want to have a rap?
he's a rapper.
He's been rapping
He's a rapper.
for 20 years.
Who told you that, man?
Man, I've seen you, man. I've heard you.
How about Chris?
No,
How about
they didn't
Chris?
tell you
wanna
that.
join?
Yeah, I've heard you before,
They
man.
didn't tell you that. I've been holding my fart this whole time.
Damn.
I can't wait to get out there so I can let it loose.
Fart
Because if I
love.
would have let it
Out
loose
there.
in here, y'all would have smelled everything I ate at 1:30.
We have a special guest in the studio.
Wow.
He's been silently sneaking on the side. He wants to ask you about like how do you become an artist? This is a Nacho Mask. Meet Nacho Mask.
Nacho.
Yeah. what
Nacho Libre?
What? Yeah. Well, then we just call him Nacho Mask. What kind of words of advice would you give him if he wanted to become an artist these days?
Hold your farts in.
You can't have your phone on.
You can't have your phone on
one
during the
part.
interview.
That's one thing. Or it should be in your pocket, and,
Right.
and not somewhere where you can hear it ring if you want to be an artist.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to be born with it. I don't know if it can be taught.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think like a culinary artist, I think that, maybe you can go to culinary school, you know what I'm saying? But to be taught to rap or taught to write a song, maybe, I don't know. I don't think I can teach anybody how to be an artist like myself because I was born to do this. So if you feel in your heart that you are an artist in any kind of setting, whether it be music, whether it be food, whether it be a coiffure, people that do hair, you know what I'm saying?
Oochie coochie.
What you say?
Oochie coochie. Whether it be a oochie
If you
coochie.
want to be a Oochie Coochie
if you want to
specialist,
be a Oochie Coochie specialist,
I mean, if you're good at the oochie coochie, you should practice that, right?
yes.
I mean, if you're going to do it for a living, you should be good.
Right.
Mr. Marcus does it. Yes. But if you truly feel that you're any kind of artist, you'll know it in your heart. Just don't let anybody tell you anything different.
Right.
A lot of people think they're artists and they don't have a rhythm idea. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And I don't understand that, but more power to you.
True.
But for me, it has to be in you. The rhythm has to be in you. Rhythm, hip, hop. Your hips are hopping to the beat. I got that naturally. And we all have a natural drum beat in our body, which is our heart.
Well, he doesn't have any hips.
Yeah. Nacho Mask.
Oh.
This is him.
Oh, I thought that was just he's just a conduit.
Yeah,
I thought he was just a conduit.
He's just
you know
a
what I'm
mask.
saying?
Yeah, he could be. He could be a
I think
conduit.
so. The people I'm talking to him, but it's reaching other people. He's a
True.
conduit.
Yeah.
Who
So
have hips.
They have hips.
They have. That's true.
Nacho is not gonna hip or hop.
So you see no future in Nacho
he's gonna
and hip hop.
head bang.
He's gonna headbanger. All right.
He's
Yes.
going to wrestle with that mask. He's just going to wrestle.
Nacho's gonna headbang. You know what I mean? But I think that if you feel it in your heart that you're an artist, you'll know it. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? And other people will agree because other people have to agree in order for you to connect with other people. They have to agree. You can't be the only one to
By
think
yourself.
you're cold-blooded.
Yeah, no.
In the mirror at home. You
Yes.
just start there, but get your self-belief, self-confidence up. Then take it out there and see what happens.
Yes, man.
Right?
That's what I got to say to Nacho.
Thank you very much for that information.
Thank you,
Chris
man.
Calico, Tech 9 in the studio. Thank you. Round of
Yeah,
applause,
man. Yeah,
everybody.
man.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for coming by.
Now I can go outside and release myself.
Yeah, go ahead, release yourself.
Go
man.
release yourself.
Radio how it's supposed to be heard. It's the Baka Boyz Show.
What's going on? This is Drip.
Every day.